Over the past 2 years, I've received a ton of questions on LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube comments, and even emails. So I'm here today to answer them all in one place. You can expect a series out of this because there are more questions to be answered. So let's dive in. I have my laptop down here, so I'll be reading your questions and answering them. So the first question I received is how to learn quantum computing. So I've made a roadmap video here on YouTube, which you can check out, which has resources as well in the description box down below. You can see that video, you can follow that roadmap. I'll be also making an updated version soon with more resources. You can see my YouTube shorts, which also has a detailed roadmap of the topics that you should cover to get started. So check those out. So this is another question that I get asked a lot. How much physics do I need to learn to get into quantum computing? So to begin with, you don't really need to know a lot of physics. Basic high school physics is good. Any introduction course to quantum computing will cover the basics of quantum mechanics like superposition, entanglement, quantum teleportation, etc. So you don't have to worry about that. Even the course that I'm going to be starting will be covering those topics as well. It's when you want to go into intermediate research topics or projects where you'll have to learn more quantum physics. So there are resources for that as well. I'd suggest you go through MIT's quantum physics course on YouTube. I think there are 3 parts to it, so you can go through that. Other resources would be, there are great books. I've covered them in the shorts videos as well on my channel, so you can check those out. I'll be making a separate video which will be covering a lot of the resources that you need for quantum physics in the intermediate to advanced stages of learning. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so this is another question I get asked often, which is roadmaps for quantum software engineering and roadmaps for quantum hardware engineering. So starting with software engineering, because I'm more well versed with that part of quantum technology, I'd say to again follow the roadmap that I've made, the video, which is on my channel, and the mind map and the YouTube shorts. You can find them on my LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, it's everywhere. Apart from that, Kisk's YouTube channel is the best. They have a lot of resources, a lot of courses going on all the time. So they're great. Get familiar with Qiskit, Circ, Penny Lane, all of these quantum SDKs. There are others as well. So you can pick your favorite. For quantum machine learning, Penny Lane and Qiskit are very important. So you can see quantum SDKs depending on which application of quantum computing you want to focus in, like quantum machine learning or quantum cryptography or quantum optimization. There'll be slight changes to each of those parts. I'll be making separate dedicated videos for each of these fields as well. So stay tuned for that. Apart from this, coming to quantum hardware, I'm not very familiar with it, but I'm aware that there is a Qiskit course on quantum hardware, which covers quantum hardware, which is the Qiskit Global Summer School. I think the first or second summer school covers quantum hardware in it, so you can check that out. Apart from that, there is a course by Womanium. I think it's available on YouTube right now. It was covered in I think 2023's Womanium course, so you can check that out as well. There's also the software part covered in that course. Apart from that, I think there's this great YouTuber Ari Nouri who covers the importance of quantum hardware. He's a quantum hardware engineer at IBM himself. So let me know if you want a podcast, if you want to get to know about quantum hardware in detail and how to get into the field. Yeah, so that's a good point. Let me know in the comments. This question is by far the most asked question in everybody's DM who is involved in quantum technology and quantum computing. And I've heard this from multiple people. And I still receive this question to date, even after making videos and roadmaps on this very topic. The question is, I've seen your YouTube videos regarding quantum computing. Can you please let me know how to start? Well, the whole point of the video was to make you get started and give you the path to get started into quantum computing. So I don't know how this question is justified, but to put things to rest, please follow that video that I've made, the roadmap. Please look through all the resources that I've given, the YouTube channels like Qiskit YouTube channel. There are a lot of websites as well, like Qiskit's website, IBM Quantum's website, which has learning resources, Penny Lane's website, which also has learning resources. Circ also has now some online textbook. Follow that. So go through and see which quantum SDK you like. Check out the online resources for that. It's an easy Google search, okay? And there are great books out there. Just search quantum computing books, and you'll get the best books. I have a YouTube video, I mean shorts as well, covering some of the books. I'll be making another video covering all of the books that I think are the best to get started, and as well when you're in the field. Apart from that, I'd say participate in hackathons, um, contribute to open source on GitHub, make projects, try to see which application of quantum computing that you're most interested in, like quantum machine learning, quantum optimization, quantum finance, quantum simulation, quantum cryptography. There are various fields to dip your hands into. So check that out. Also, focus on developing classical skills like classical machine learning, classical AI, classical cryptography, cybersecurity, all of those skills as well, because those skills are transferable into quantum skills, into quantum computing fields. Apart from all of this, make sure you follow people on LinkedIn who are involved in quantum technology. You can follow me. I post a lot about different resources, events that are happening, hackathons that are happening. I post almost 3-4 times a week. So you can make sure to follow me and other people as well, other pages as well that cover a lot of events, international events, hackathons that are happening. Join Slack and Discord communities where you'll get to know a lot of people in the field as well. Apart from that, you'll get to know about the latest updates of the events that are going to take place, workshops, courses, everything, before it comes and gets announced on LinkedIn. Yeah, I think I've answered everything. I hope I don't receive this question ever again, because if anybody asks me this question again, I'm going to just send the link to this video. So yeah, that's all I wanted to cover about this question. So these are a set of interesting questions that I've received from an individual. Do I need to be a prodigy, like a real genius, to be a master in this field? I'd say no. You don't have to be a prodigy or a master. You just have to be a master of your skills and have a strong foundation to enter this field. And how challenging is it to be a quantum computing engineer? I think it's as equally as challenging as other fields. Yes, quantum computing might be a little more difficult because the fundamentals of quantum computing are quite different from classical computing. Classical computing is much more intuitive and easy to understand, while quantum mechanics is quite counterintuitive sometimes and a little more difficult to understand. But apart from that, given enough times to your skills and projects and hackathons, I think you'll be able to make a career in quantum computing as well. Should I fully focus on quantum computing as a career or not? I'd say focus on multiple areas that you're interested in, and then finally maybe you can merge 2-3 fields and then join quantum computing if you want to. If it's not something that you're interested in, you can leave it, but give it a try. Like you can do quantum computing along with artificial intelligence and machine learning, and then explore a combination of the two, which is the field of quantum machine learning. You can also explore cybersecurity and cryptography, and then mix it with quantum computing and explore the field of quantum cryptography. So you can do a lot of things, explore data science, software engineering, all of it, and then pick what best suits you. Yeah. Okay, so I'll answer these last 2 questions, and I have to head on for a podcast recording right now. So I'll just stop the recording with these 2 questions. What courses can I do in quantum computing while doing my job? Okay, so if you're talking about courses like educational courses, not like in terms of like degrees, I'd say you can do the qubit by qubit course, which is a year-long course. They also have summer courses. You can take those. There are a lot of courses by Q World, the Q Bronze, Q Silver, Q Nickel courses. Along with it, they've also started a year-long course. You can check that out as well. Puminium also has courses annually, so you can check that out as well. Qiskit's courses on YouTube, another great resource. There are other startups as well that are covering quantum computing. You can check them out on LinkedIn. I'm not able to recall the names right now, but I'll leave some links in the description box. So those courses are great for uh, doing along with your job. If you're talking about degrees, there are some master's degrees that are part-time. You can check my playlist on the top 50 quantum master's programs in the world. I cover aspects of them, so you can click their websites and make sure. I think University of Sussex has a part-time course, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, you can check the websites of those courses. Placement, I'm not really aware of the placement situation right now because I've not done a master's yet. When I do get to that point in life, I'll be able to give you a better understanding of it. But just like any other placement, your skills matter the most. Uh, your projects, internships, research papers, depending on the kind of role that you're opting for. Make sure you have a good set of classical skills as well, like machine learning, depending on which field you want to get into. So if you want to get into quantum machine learning, have a good set of quantum computing skills along with machine learning skills. If you want to go into quantum cryptography, have a good set of cybersecurity, cryptography skills, and quantum computing skills. So yeah, that earlier most job roles specified having a PhD in quantum computing to start any kind of quantum job, but now they've relaxed. I've seen a relaxation in that criteria in multiple job postings. So they're taking more people from undergraduate degrees, from master's degrees. They do prefer PhD holders, but you can still enter the field if you've completed your undergraduate degree as well. Apart from that, make sure to look at the skills that are posted in the job posting. Master those skills, yeah, and get in touch with the hiring manager. Find out what they're looking for. Get a referral. All of that, just like any other job. Yeah. Okay, I'm late. I have to go for this podcast recording. I hope I answered all of your questions. If you have any more questions, you can drop them below in the comments. Follow me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and Medium to stay updated with the latest blogs, videos, and posts. And I'll see you in my next one.